guys, welcome back to another episode of the Antisocial. Socialite. What? Awkward. What kind of like medication am I on? Okay, because like nothing. Allergy meds, that's it. My window's open. It's a beautiful spring day here in Boston, and I'm like, oh, it's coming, guys. I see the maple leaves already starting to blossom outside my window, and I'm like, no, motherfuck, no. Here we are. But speaking of Mother Nature, I'm going to be like the Dylan Dreyer of like Earth Odyssey or whatever her show is, except for I have like green hair and I will swear a lot more probably than her. Love Dylan Dreyer. Like, she's fucking phenomenal. Anyway, first and foremost, we're going to talk about like animals in the wild, animals that should be in the wild, and animals that have been in captivity that are now like, deuces, peace the motherfucker out, because I don't want to be here and I'm not going to. So in South Korea, a zebra had just recently escaped a zoo and was like just, you know, roaming the streets and hanging out. And I feel like it wasn't until a few hours after is when they recaptured the zebra. And I guess like the little zeb is sad because his parents passed away. So the zoo is looking to get him a girlfriend to, you know, keep him entertained. You know, let's maybe actually just like put him back in his natural habitat, but yeah, we'll get him some like ass with a little boo thing, right? And then, right, this cow in New York City just escaped a slaughterhouse. It was like, hey sis, not my time. I am not gonna die today. So after like a long journey of like this cow just running rampant throughout the streets, they did recapture the cow, and it is spending its days like in a sanctuary. So I guess it wasn't her time, you know, but like, isn't it just so incredibly wild to like imagine, like you're going for a coffee run, you're like, I'm just going to grab like a newspaper, I'm going to do this little selfie on the street, and then all of a sudden you see this wild animal running. Like, imagine a zebra or a cow just coming up behind you and like bulldozing you or just running past you, and you're like, what the motherfuck, okay? So crazy to me. Here I am sniffing. I told you my aggles. That's like a word my mom always says all the time. I know I said it in last week's app, but just so you guys know, like, I know actually how to pronounce allergies, okay? All right, but anyway, Mother Nature hates us. Absolutely is like, okay, because there were tornadoes. Well, or I should say singular, because I didn't really read all of the news about it, but at least one tornado in Los Angeles. When does that happen? Like, they're only known to get earthquakes, right? Well, like, this is how I always break it down. Like, if I ever wanted to live somewhere else, like the Northeast, we get the snowstorms. Down south, you get the hurricanes. Midwest is the tornadoes, and then you get the earthquakes out west. But like, life is changing, and here in the Northeast, we get tornadoes, snowstorms, earthquakes, everything, snow, blizzards, all this shit. I'm like, this is not how like when I grew up. We didn't get any of those elements except for snow, but like there have actually been tornadoes and earthquakes here. It's so wild to me. But yeah, so LA just like experienced a tornado, but then also in Mississippi, tornadoes just ran through. I did see that on the news. It was coming, and then unfortunately it came a little too hard. It killed at least 24 people. So like, for multiple reasons, would never want to live in Mississippi, but that is being one of them. It spooked me even when, I don't know if I ever talked about this, when I went to Denver en route to Aspen, and I landed in the airport, and it was like, tornado warning, shelter here in the airport. And I was like, they get tornadoes out here? Okay, reason number 865, I'm not ever moving to Colorado either. I can't. I literally, oh, no, I would be the cow. Speaking of cows, like in the movie Twister, that would be me in the air, because I do wear black and white often. But yeah, that would be me. I'd be like, bye guys. What am I on? I told you, I have no idea. I just decided to dye my hair today too. Can you guys see it? Beep, beep. Because, like, why not, right? Sorry, Ashley, in advance. I know my appointment's in, like, 3.5 weeks with you. So I'm so sorry in advance. But it should be out by then. Anyway, California, also insane that they have been just getting, like, pummeled with snow in certain areas. for the whole duration of winter, so much so that ski resorts in California are actually going to be able to stay open until June because there is that much snow. And this is reminiscent of literally what it was like living here in Boston in 2015, where they had snow farms, which were empty lots that they would like scoop up all of the snow to dump it here because you couldn't put it on the streets, couldn't put sidewalks, parks, anything like that because there was just so much snow every single day. Week after week, we were getting massive storms that the snow actually did not melt until July, if you can believe that. So it's insane to me. So I guess like where one person's losing out on money, somebody else is gaining money, and like props to California for actually having enough water. And I don't want to see one motherfucking report this summer about a wildfire. If you guys receive that much snow, you should just scoop it from the mountains and like distribute it to the other like drought ridden places. All right. Now talking about water, right? Thousands. Am I like close to Dylan Dreyer? I love her. Like, you guys don't even understand. She used to be on Channel 7 here in Boston. Then when she went to the Today Show, I was like, my girl, she's moving up in the world. I love her. I actually watched Space Odyssey and Chanel. I love Chanel Jones. She also does her own show. And I'm like, yes, guys, you're amazing. But there was like thousands of dead fish that have just blanketed. I believe it was a river. Not quite sure. Again, didn't read. But in Australia, and I'm like, oh, they're talking about the fact that there was like low oxygen levels in the water, which could have been the like reason why this happened, because of a recent heat wave. And I'm just like, ugh. And they should actually be heading into fall. So I don't know. It's just probably like an Indian summer for them. But like, I'm telling you, thousands of fish are just like sitting at the top, and it was so gross because I saw a boat going through. I'm like, ew, you're like chopping into corpses. Oh, well, in my head, they didn't show that, but in my head, I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. And then desert, we have a whole ass flood in Arizona. Like, Mother Nature is like all over the place. She's like, you guys don't want to listen to me. I'm going to force you to like close down again because like the pollution and everything came to a standstill once COVID actually hit and the whole world was locked down. And I feel like we need to do that again. You know, first and foremost, like, and I hate it because I drink Gatorade because I need to for my medicine, but also like I'll just have it every once in a while. Do you know how guilty I feel that I'm like, here's a fucking another like bottle, boop, and I'm like, what do I refill? I mean, I try to literally reuse as much as I can often, but yeah, it like pisses me off. I'm like, here I am sitting on fucking waste and I'm contributing to it. Gatorade, come with fucking bring it with some like eco-friendly packaging because I would sponsor you guys that much more. Okay. Or I don't know. We need to like figure out this world because it's fucked. I love Mother Nature. She is a badass bitch. Always respect to her. But she's like pissed at us and I don't blame her. I do not blame her one bit. So, I think that's my episode for today. I do have to go meet up with some friends and spend my afternoon with them. So I'm not going to keep talking about Earth. We live on it. Take care of her, you know, all that shit. But here I am. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Let's see by next episode what my hair looks like, if it will be fully gone or just a lighter version. It is supposed to be teal. It's definitely V green in person, but it's all right. I love it. I'm trying to emulate Mother Earth by having my hair green because Earth Day will be here in just a few short weeks. So anyway, I don't know why I'm keep going. I love you guys. I will see you next week. Hopefully I'll have some people. Like, I've already contacted my friends about getting something on the books. We need to do that, guys, because you don't want to ever just watch me full out doing episodes by myself. It's boring. I'm bored of me. So like, let's get somebody on here. So watch this, DM me if you have somebody or you want to chat with me because like it makes the world so much better. But anyway, love you guys. TTYL.